Hey everybody, I'm back with episode 6 of Thoughts from the Man Cave. This one I'm going to call Be Nice or Be Quiet. The reason that I'm saying that is because I got a very valuable lesson this morning from a couple of people that didn't even really realize what they had done. And those are my favorite lessons to receive. And so I wanted to share it with you this morning. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, running solo this weekend by myself with the kids. And so didn't get a whole lot of sleep because my youngest decided that he's going to have another cold. And so, due to things that are beyond his control, he's not feeling so good. So, of course, I'm not the happiest I could be this morning. But in taking my 2-year-old to school, I noticed that I ran into a buddy of mine, a guy that has been a good customer of mine for a lot of years at my job. And I saw him and I hollered at him, and he just lit up like it was the best present somebody could have given him by calling his name. And I didn't even really realize what I'd done, and he was just like, "Hey man, how you doing? It's so good to see you. I never get to see you anymore." He gave me a great big hug, and we both kind of went on through our day. And it was at that second that I felt like I got a message from God, guys, and that's what I want to kind of share with you a little bit this morning. And the message, as I alluded to just a little bit earlier, is be nice or find a way to be quiet. And the reason that I love that message and I'm so passionate about it right now is this particular guy that I've known for, I would say, 8 years now. He's an older guy. Excuse me, he's a Vietnam vet, and so that there's got to be things going on in his life or that have gone on in his life that he's probably been down at the depths of despair. And I think that's why he's such a positive person. He's turned that around, and everywhere you go, every time you see him, he's just so positive and it rubs off on you and it's infectious. So it was great to have that connection with him this morning and to, just kind of have that fellowship, even if it was only for 10 seconds. I mean, the guy came up and hugged me, and those of you that know me, I'm kind of weird about that, but it was totally natural with this guy, and it was just the coolest thing. And so I got that message from him, and then I went to Taco Bell to pick myself up from some breakfast, and the next person I dealt with was overly nice, and it was just so great to see because, this person has maybe at most a $10 an hour job. And she just was so bright and so funny, and you could tell that she wanted to be there, and her smile came through the loudspeaker. And so when I picked up my food, I got to the window, and I just thanked her for that. I said, I want you to know that you've just absolutely made my day. And that was another example of somebody just going out of their way to be nice. I mean, I've had that job before. You know, Customers are very demanding, and most of the time, if a customer wants to talk to you or they want to talk to your manager, it's not because they're happy. So I said to her, "Hey, you know what? You just made my day, and I work up the street, and if you ever want to get out of here, if you want something else to do or a different challenge in your life, I'm just up the road. Come see me. You just made my entire day." So then on the drive home, I decided to give a call to her shift leader and just tell him that too, and take their survey and all that stuff that we all have to do these days. And those two examples just changed my entire outlook on the day, and I have those two people to thank for it. And so for me, guys, the lesson really is be nice or be quiet, because you don't know what somebody else is going through. I've got my things I'm going through. You all do too. Um, just try to remember that when you're dealing with people. I know there's people in your life, in your past, in my past, that have hurt me to the point where, you know what? I'm a human being, and because I'm a human being, I have flaws. And I'm not willing to be nice to that person, okay? They've hurt me. They've done something that's bothered me so much that I'm just not willing to be nice to them. But what I can do is I can be quiet. I can take that power back for myself. I don't have to let that person's actions, what they've done, what they continue to do, ruin my entire day, ruin my entire week, ruin my entire life. Because you know what? It's not ruining their entire day, their entire week, their entire life. So for me, I want to take that power back, and I'm going to take this into my career, and I'm also going to try to really inspire my team by telling them these stories and just saying, hey, look, guys, no matter what's going on in your life, you have a choice. You can be nice, you can be empathetic, you can help, or you can be that person that nobody wants to be around. But there's also a third choice, and that third choice is sometimes you just got to be quiet. And that's what I really wanted to kind of share with everybody today. I mean, I know that the Bible says that we are called to love one another. If you can love them and be with them, that's great. If you can love them and have disagreements and still come out friends, that's great too. You can also love from a distance if you absolutely have to, and sometimes we do have to do that. But to me, the real lesson today, and the way I'm going to try to live my life kind of going forward, is because you don't know everyone's circumstances, and they're not open books all like I am, and I'm willing to put everything on the table. Be nice to them, help them out, give them a hand up, not a hand out. Be nice to them, or be quiet, because the last thing that anybody wants that's having a bad day is for me or you or somebody else to make it worse, because we don't try to see things their way. We don't try to understand them. We just have our agenda that we want to stick to. So again, that's the message today. Be nice or be quiet. I hope everybody has a wonderful, fantastic weekend, and that y'all stay blessed. Thanks, guys. We'll see ya.